What's going on, guys? I'm Levita Josue.
I'm Antonio Ache.
And this is Comrom, where we do nerdy reviews with the occasional booze. Titans fans, so we have been patiently waiting, emphasis on the patiently, waiting for Brenton Thwaites, aka Dick Grayson, to get his greatly awaited Nightwing suit.
Et voila. Stu, Lily, you outdone yourselves. I know.
With first glimpses of the Nightwing logo, when Dick Grayson shared a cell with his other fellow inmates, it's referred to as Luna Azul by one of the inmates that he's sharing the cell with, or that he believes to be a higher power. Dick Grayson seems to be a little bit skeptical about that, which is actually a little bit different from one of the original storylines of Nightwing, where he was actually just identified as being Nightwing, and it was stories that were basically being told by like Superman and other superheroes that Nightwing actually idolized, and then actually decided to take that name on for himself.
Oh, and a quick shout out to Chella for making the unnatural leap between being an activist and being an actor. Getting platforms like this and roles like this really kind of bring more attention to all of the different causes that he has. He actually has a couple videos on YouTube where he teaches some ASL and shares a little bit about his life as a hearing impaired trans man. Make sure to check those out if you get the chance. All right, so further in, we get to see more of the experiments that Cadmus is doing on Gar and Connor. We even get a tiny little explanation for why Donna's lasso is as effective as it is. Although we still haven't gotten to see where exactly she pulls it from. Leave a comment down below if you know what little pocket dimension she snatches that thing out of. Flash over to Hawk, who is using his training and his costume to procure money for drugs. You know, like you do. Corey is having more power failures, which is going to be a huge problem if and when her sister's forces finally catch up with him.
Now that Dick Grayson's actually found out that Jericho is actually not dead, he pays a visit to his mom for the second time, who's actually waiting for him with a glass of water. Pretty much has a conversation telling Dick that it took her a while to realize that he was actually in there, but asked Dick to please do everything in his power to bring her son back to her. And if you saw our last video, and I'll put a link to the description, either down in the description below or up here in the index card, we learned that Hawk and Dove actually split up. The first thing that Hawk does is actually goes to the bar, gets the beer, asks the guy next to him if he knows where all the good stuff is. We can definitely start to tell that the drugs are definitely getting a hold of Hawk, because he actually starts to kind of trip out a little bit. Starts imagining himself fighting Dove in the cage, where he hasn't even seen Dove in a few weeks now. And he completely forgets that he actually sold his Hawk suit to a 16-year-old for like $200 in a parking lot. And you can kind of see him question himself as he walks out the door.
No, I didn't steal it. You sold it to me. You asked me where I could score some blow and if I wanted to buy the suit for $200.
Is this going to be where Hawk turns back around and starts fighting for the better good? Drop a comment down below and let me know what you guys think.
So Rose finally explains why we didn't see her in any of the other flashbacks, and that's because Slade is Rolling Stone, who obviously has a type. During the memory, we get to see Ravager for the first time, because this season is all about comic accurate costume reveals, and we are here for it. The biggest questions we have after all of what we see with Rose are, if she can heal as extensively as she can, then why isn't her eye back? And more importantly, where does Slade go? Like, where does he shop to get one of those cloud sword shaped tables or the doors that go all opaque? Because I've been looking at IKEA and I have not seen them yet. Judging by the promo, we finally, and I couldn't type that in capital enough letters, finally get to see Nightwing in his costume. And not only that, we get part 2 of Nightwing versus Deathstroke and all the with the screamer sticks. We're gonna put effects in there, right? The band all gets together to stop Cadmus-controlled Connor and Gar, and they tease a little bit of a funeral. Like, will someone finally take a crowbar to Jason Todd in the last moments of the anarchy? Or, I mean, he's the only one that we don't really see in that lineup when everybody's standing there and they're taking back Sunday best. Although it's far more likely that somehow Jericho will be released from Slade, and afterwards they'll have a legit, funeral for their fallen comrade. But I could be wrong. Who do you think is the Titan to fall? What are the theories floating around in your head right now? Do we have to wait until season 3, episode 13 to see Starfire in a costume that's not either club wear or incredibly objectifying? Say words in the comments. And of course, we've all been waiting to see Nightwing.
Finally!
Well, across with the ooh and
the staff and the mask. Not only that, I think I think Thwaites is like the perfect Nightwing. So I'm excited. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
sweating.
it's gonna be sick. Yeah, it's the lighting. So to all Titan fans, DC fans, and nerd fans, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button and share it out with all your friends and family.
Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss a single video. We've got a lot coming for you.
I'm Levita Josue,
I've been Antonio Ache.
and this is Conrom, and we'll see you guys in the next video.